Hey there, welcome to Hermit. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jackie. We're so excited to invite you into our safe space. Hermit Haven is like a cozy little hideout where we get to celebrate being confident in ourselves as we find happiness in quiet moments.
So grab your favorite blanket and your favorite drink, and let's dive into today's episode.
Hi, I'm Jackie. Welcome back to Hermit Haven.
Hi, I'm Ashley. We're excited to have you. This week, we're going to be talking about the ins and outs that we have going on, like what we feel is in, what we feel is out. It's actually really exciting. This is our 30th episode, so that's super exciting. And every fifth episode, we try to do something a little lighter and a little funner because all our conversations are super serious and they're super awesome, but it's fun to do some fun stuff too. So we're going to get started with just like going back and forth, kind of like asking each other or just saying what our ins or outs are. And at the end of the episode, or like whenever, we would like to hear yours.
Yeah, I love this. It's fun, but also like there's some ins and outs that are like attached to my mental and physical health and stuff and things that we talk about all the time. So it'll be like fun, and maybe we'll try to give you some tips at the same time of things that are working for us. So, and we're in like very different places in life, so that's kind of fun too. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first. I
Okay,
feel
my
like you
first.
prepared more for this episode, and my brain is like, I just have like four of them stuck in my head.
I just sat here and I was like, okay, ins and outs. Like, what are some things? I think it's easier for me to find ins because it's like things that I know that I've been doing that I've been really liking, and it was harder for me to think of outs. I don't know. But my first in that I wrote was being more confident in my decisions. I feel like this is something I've been working on for a really long time, though. But that definitely is an in for me. Just feeling more confident in myself. And I used to be the person that if I made it, I wouldn't actually make a decision. Like I would make a decision, but I would wait to hear what everyone else was thought should my decision should be, like what the answer was before I made the decision, because I was like so scared to make the wrong decision, or like what if I regret it, or what if I do something wrong. And so just trying to be confident that no matter what I choose, it's going to be fine, it's all going to work out, and just go with it. So confidence.
I love it. I would say it's like an in and an out, like in one sentence, but like what's in for me is more like just taking time to enjoy the moment. I feel like I always have this like to-do list and like it's never ending and it's always been that way. Like Jackie knows, y'all know, like I've always had this like I get to-do list, but like not focusing on the get to-do list right now and just kind of like soaking up all the little newborn snuggles and just like all the little things. I literally like have had like 15 moments where I'm just like, I don't have enough photos. I don't have enough photos. I don't have enough videos of my child as a newborn. So like I would say in is soaking up the snuggles and taking more photos and videos. I actually was like, we barely have any of the three of us. Like we just need more. And like I don't regret it, but like I wish we had newborn photos, like the three of us.
I know. Well, you could even just set up like a tripod or something, and
He's getting past the newborn stage. I can actually like his eyes are like wide and big now, and like he's
I
like
know. I love looking back at videos. Like I realized I used to take a lot of photos, which is great. Like I love the photos, but I love it because like as they're growing, you can see just their mannerisms as they're like growing and learning, and it's just so fun. Or like hear how they used to say things. Like I love watching old videos. Like it made, after having Gavin, it made me want to take more, because I was like, I'm gonna like, I will actually will go back and look at videos, whereas I don't quite as much go back and look at photos as much as,
yeah.
you
I
know.
love videos, and that's something I've always loved. I try to use, I have this app called Lens Buddy, and it will take photos, but it also take a video of all the photos like at like a video while you take all the photos. So sometimes I'll do that, so I get both.
Yeah. One thing that I learned like after we lost dad was, so I used to take a lot of videos and photos of my grandparents who are old, right? And like my brother who has ALS, but I didn't take quite as many as my mom and dad. Like I just wasn't, you know what I mean? I just wasn't thinking like, I don't know. And so I have really tried to think about that when I'm around family. And I don't want to be like the weird person being like, let's take a video or a photo. But one day, like I wish that I had more videos of him, like I just wish I do. And so I just didn't think about it back then. So if there's one thing I can say, not just of your kids, but of your family, even just set up your phone. Like if you're at a family gathering, set your phone somewhere and just like let it record. I don't know. I just think that's so special to be able to look back and like see your people.
Yes. I love, okay, so when I had my little vlogging era, I like had like a couple vlogs with Bubby and Papa, and there was like a couple vlogs with my parents, and I was like, oh, I'm so happy I have those videos because like again, like you said, like you can't go back. And like I don't know, there's just something about videos like you're just more in the moment. I feel like with photos, the emotions you feel about them are like right now. But when you watch a video, you're like the emotions you feel are actually like what was happening in that video.
Yeah, absolutely. I love footage of videos.
Same.
Okay. My next one is hobbies that bring me joy. I started deep diving into hobbies last year when I was trying to pull myself out of a deep funk. And I am still only just a self diagnosed ADHD, but I take on a lot of hobbies. I hobby jump pretty often. I have watercolors over there and all sorts of. I've always been creative though. I've always loved like painting and all sorts of things, but I got all sorts of different like creative things on my shelf and on my bookshelf. So I kind of deep dived into that. Deep dive? Yeah. Anyway, deep dove. Anyway, I got into all that last year. And I mean, right now I've been just reading a ton. I feel like I started reading like 2023, early 2023. I started reading a lot. And then I kind of like didn't read as much. This year I'm on my 24th. I've read 24 books. That was my goal for the whole year. And I finished at the end of May. It's crazy. Some
You
of them
still
are
read?
audiobooks, but still.
I mean, they still count. You heard the story or you heard what it said.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I've been just really into books. I got my Kindle for Mother's Day. I really debated it and I got it and I absolutely love it. So I'm glad that I did that. Yeah, hobbies, just fun hobbies. And hobbies can be like some people love dancing. That's not my thing, but like dancing's a hobby. Going to play a sport is a hobby. I guess working out could be a hobby.
Yeah. It's something you're passionate about. That's what I think, like the definition of a hobby is like something you're passionate about that you're doing besides the everyday like doing. And I agree with that. Like really, like I feel like I never like had hobbies, and so like just trying to like still figure it out. So I think like one of the things I'm really trying to get back into is like vlogging, which is a hobby for me. I love vlogging. I love editing it. I love like just putting it together. I think too having those videos later on in life, like we were saying, is amazing. Something I actually did last Saturday was go to yoga in the park, which yoga used to be one of my favorite things. So just really trying to like get back into it. And everyone is like, so I know this is like I get paid for this, but like babysitting has always been like something I'm really passionate about. So like I actually had a meet and greet with a family on last weekend, and they were like, yeah, we'll hire you for date nights. I have 2 sits coming up. I sat like a couple weeks ago on a Friday night. You're like, you just had a baby. Like, you're watching other kids. Yes, I love childcare. I always have. So that's like something I think too, going to shul. I don't know if that's like considered a hobby, but it's like I love being part of that Jewish religion. And something like I've noticed too with my son. I've been trying, so before you go to bed, you're supposed to say the prayer of Shema, to like make like basically you're saying to Hashem like, bless me, watch my soul while I sleep. And so like I've been trying to like sing that with him every night.
Mhm.
So I
I love
definitely
that.
agree with the hobbies.
When both boys were little, but especially I think Gavin, I just was trying to think of like like I was rocking him to sleep, right? And I was just trying to think of like random songs to sing. I used to sing them the Hebrew alphabet song.
I love
I
that.
don't know why. I was like delirious. And I'm like, what do I know? What songs do I know? Like, or that I haven't sang like a jillion times. And I just started, I remember that. Like, why did I choose the Hebrew alphabet? I don't know, but that's so funny. Yeah. I mean, hobbies, like even like cooking, baking, things that
Yeah,
I like. Those- All sorts of hobbies. So yeah, hobbies that bring me joy. That's been an in for me this year.
I love it.
Yep.
Should always be an in. I think, we get so lost in life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so my turn, I'm assuming, since even
We've
though I
only done
just
it outs. I don't really. I only have two outs that I wrote down though.
I mean, one of my outs, I was telling Jackie, this kind of like inspired this whole episode, and I'm probably gonna get like some like talk about this afterwards, but like thank you cards, especially after having a baby. Like, I literally, I'm like, I've been reminded like 10 times I have to write thank you cards. I'm like, A, I don't have half these people's addresses. B, I've literally messaged every single person as soon as they bought us something and send them a picture of my baby using it. So, like, I don't really like, I'm just like, I feel like we're at this day and age where like we can easily communicate through a phone that like sending a card is like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And I get it, like it's a polite thing to do and everyone loves it. And I used to like love my Bobby send me cards, right? But like I just I get like sometimes like, like I don't know, I just my brain is like, this is not a thing.
I think cards and notes are really nice. And obviously saying thank you is important. But I think like it's more special. Like back in the fall, I had Gavin make all the grandparents. He had just gotten his school pictures, and so I had him make all the grandparents like their own card. I told him kind of what to write, but he drew
Mhm.
like a picture in each one, like a different picture, and put the pictures, his school pictures in it, and then sent it. And I just feel like that's more meaningful of a card than just like a thank you. But I don't know. Everyone's different. Some people love like Glenn loves cards. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's someone that likes gifts, but gifts isn't his is his like last love language. But he does love cards, and so I try really hard to remember to get a card and write something meaningful in it for different occasions. And not that I don't love getting a card, but it doesn't mean as much to me. I don't know if it's terrible. Like I'm
No,
good with you just being like texting me like something heartfelt, like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. This meant so much to me." Blah blah blah. Like I'm good. Like, "Oh, thanks." Like that. Or I don't mean I don't even give to get. So like even if someone didn't say thank you, like
it is what
really
it
doesn't.
is.
But I kind of agree. I mean,
I
I
mean, and the thing is, I love cards too, but like, I love cards when they were from my bubby because that was my bubby's passion. That was like her love language. Like, just like we've gotten so many cards, which is so sweet. Everyone's like send us cards for like for the birth of Ari, and I'm just like, I literally just have them all in like a drawer right now, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. And it was really sweet. Like his Matt's grandfather sent us like a whole letter about like how sweet the name is and how this is like the next generation and like that was really sweet, right? It was very personal and all that's really sweet and I love that like those personal messages. I love seeing that my aunt sent me for Mother's Day. She sent me a Mother's Day card, like happy first Mother's Day. Ari and I, she like sent like $20 for me. She's like from Ari to get you a treat. Like I thought that was really cute and sweet. Like there is sweet moments that like it's actually sending the thank you cards back. Like I literally as soon as I get these cards, I'm like messaging people. Like I just feel like it's faster, it's easier. Like I don't know if it's just my
yeah.
brain is like
They're sending you a card wishing you whatever, and then you're like, "Oh, now I have to send them back a card."
right, and it's like it's just more stuff on my plate.
I think there's a time and place for sure for cards.
I
People still,
remember for my bar mitzvah, my parents made me handwrite every single thank you note on there. And I was just like, literally,
especially when you're 13. But yeah, I mean, even like
12, ma'am.
and some people make really unique cards. Like my in-laws, make like their own cards. Like they like doing that. Nick loves like being creative with like poems and stuff like that. So they're always making like unique cards. And my other aunt, a lot of the time she like hand makes cards with like old
Mhm.
pictures and stuff. So like, things like that are super cute. Usually that's like birthday cards or Christmas cards. So it's
I
not
feel
thank you.
like, what the pattern I've noticed in this whole conversation? It's all the older generation sending the cards. And I still buy cards. Like I bought Jackie a card for her anniversary and I bought like Matt a card for like I like because I guess like I grew up with my bubby always giving cards. Like I just felt like that's the appropriate thing. Like I still have wait, it's in my drawer. I have the card Matt got me for I don't even know what it was again. Valentine's Day. Super
Yeah.
cute. It had a little line on it. Like I have it in my drawer. It's super cute.
The thing
But
is
like,
also cards are like $7 these days.
yeah, well, you go to the dollar store. That's what my bubby taught me. Or you buy
I
a
mean,
pack on Amazon.
but if you just go into like Target and you just go buy a card, they're like $6 or $7.
Yes, the lady I used to nanny for, she had a closet where she kept like a bunch of cards. Like she bought like a big pack of cards, and she had like had a bunch of random presents. So whenever it was like someone's birthday, she would like go in there and like get a card and like a birthday present.
Um, I was looking over there because I think I hand drew Glenn a card for something. I don't know. So
You
I've
did for
handed
his anniversary.
yeah, and then we like Glenn will have the boy like or not the boys, he'll have Gavin go on the computer and he'll try to find some pictures. And for like the grandparents, he'll just use whatever he uses on his computer and puts like fun things on it. Gavin will like decorate it with whatever and print it out, and then that's like our card that we give
I mean,
grandparents.
people are making thousands and thousands of dollars on Etsy for thank you cards.
Yeah.
Maybe I
I mean,
should just.
you know what? I do follow. We'll get off this in a second. We're just like randomly going about cards, but I agree with you though. But I follow this guy on TikTok. Have you ever seen him? Have you ever come across his? I don't know his name.
Probably. I don't know. I send you so many
Oh my God.
TikToks.
He makes his own cards, and they're beautiful. I'm mesmerized. Like I can't stop watching him. He just makes the most beautiful cards. Anyway, that's like all he does on his TikTok.
Okay, that's definitely.
Okay,
I like how
we'll
we're
move
like
on. We'll move on.
20-minute rant, like tangent about this.
Like our real life and what we the last time we talked about cards, it was like this long. Like we kept going on about cards.
This is like what sparked this episode, though, is me randomly about like I have to make thank you cards. My dad was actually really smart. He goes, because so his teachers, last one, I promise, last sentence about this, but his teachers like gifted us a bunch of stuff, like his co-teachers or co-workers. And my dad was like, I just want a video of you saying thank you with the baby. And I was like, okay, perfect. That's easy. Like I can do that. I still have
Yeah.
to do it. I have to like put on this outfit though that he made. My dad prints t-shirts. So my dad made like an outfit for me and baby to match. I have to put on the outfit. I just haven't gotten there yet, but I will. I didn't forget about these teachers. These teachers gifted probably like at least almost $500 worth of stuff to my family. And like, it was literally the sweetest thing ever.
Love that. Should I do another out since you did an
Yeah, you
out?
can do an add or an in, you pick.
Let's see. Oh, this is a good one actually. Saying yes to too many things is something that I've been doing. I mean, yeah, or I think over like the last year, I've been a lot better about this. But I feel bad saying no is the thing because I'm a people pleaser. And so if someone, especially if it's like someone in like, hey, do you want to come over with the kids? Like, a friend or whatever, like a play date, I feel so bad saying no. Like I don't know why. Or like, we're gonna go to the park. Like if you want to, go to, I feel bad saying no. It's terrible. But I've tried to be so much better about really being intentional about how many things that we're saying yes to throughout the week.
Mhm.
Because, in reality, if I'm saying yes to all this stuff, I'm saying no to like myself or my time with the kids by myself or whatever needs to be done. Like, and I want them to have fun. So I want to say yes, but it doesn't just apply to like us all going out, but saying yes to too many things is something that I've tried to be really careful about because it just ends up eating up your time. And then all you're doing is running around. And then you're like, I don't have time for myself. I don't have time to, go work out or do whatever because sit and read because I'm just constantly running around. Well, you make your decision and you make your own, you know, for the most part, you make your own calendar. And that includes kids' sports too. We haven't gotten into kids' sports, but I have most of my friends have their kids in sports. And I know some people like they love the running around and the doing the sports and watching their kids, excel and all that. And I love that for them. But I haven't said yes to it yet because that is a lot of weeknights and weekends where we are out and we're technically together, I guess, but we're not like together. And I think it's so important. I think sports are so important, team sports and all that, but we just haven't gotten there yet. And I told Gavin because he does swim lessons, but his swim lessons, they're swim lessons, but he's learning like very advanced stuff at this point. He just decided he wanted to continue going and doing these swim lessons. They're learning like the butterfly. They're learning like stuff that you would do like in competitive swimming. And I was like, whenever you are done, whenever you are ready to be done with swim, because he doesn't want to do the competitive swim team once he gets to that point, which is like the next thing that he would do. I'm like, whenever you decide that you're done, we can pick something else. But like one thing at a time, you know. That was a whole long thing, but like saying yes to too many things,
I
something I
feel like
used
that
to.
was an in and out because I
It's
feel
in
like
and out. Yeah.
I feel like the out is like not missing out on family. Like the out is like saying yes to too many things, but the in is like yes to family time, like us quality time, just like the four of you.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I feel like right now, like Ari's at the stage where like we can just like pack him in the stroller and he'll be fine for like 5 hours. So it's kind of easy for us to say yes, but sometimes I have to be like, I can't do more today. Like I am overstimulated. Like we're done.
Yeah. Last weekend, we did like Friday night we went to the movies, Saturday night we had a family thing, Sunday we had a birthday party, and then Monday we went out and celebrated mine and Aurora's birthday. And this past weekend, I was like, I just want to sit. Just
Right.
want to sit here and do nothing and just veg and read and do nothing. And I just need that. I just need that time. And so we didn't say yes to things because we just wanted to sit and
Yeah.
hang.
No, I was like just telling you like we did something Saturday, we did something Sunday, we did something Monday night. Like I was like, today, this is my only plan is to record an episode, which is still something, but like we're in cozy setting, like we're just having a conversation, like it's not really anything. And I was like, that's the plan. That is the only plan today for me.
Absolutely. You
So
want to do it in?
yeah, I don't okay. I feel like another in for me would be I didn't hold on, I gotta think about this for a second. Okay, I have a good one. I think another in for me is still, I think what always been an in is phone calls. Like, I might not answer my phone, but like, call me. Like, it makes me feel like, I don't know, like, you want to have that conversation with me. Like, texting's great and voice notes are great, but like, I think phone calls are always in for me. Like, I've always been a phone call girly, especially like, and now it's harder to like have those conversations because like, Ari is like crying, he needs me, whatever it is, but like, I like literally tell my parents, like, I don't know if we should call you or not. I was like, just call. Like, if I answer, I answer. If I don't, I'll call you back or like I'll answer next time you call. Like, I'm pretty sure I still have to call my aunt back. But like having someone actually call me, like, I don't know. I think it's always been an in for me. I don't think it'll ever change. Like, I know texting's great, but like, I'm not a texter. Like, I literally will go like weeks without texting back. Like, but if you call me, I will make intention to probably call you back in the next couple days.
That's fair. It's funny because I feel like majority of my close friends, including my sister, we don't text. It's more they're calling me, but like we don't really text. It's like they're calling me to chat.
Yeah.
So, and that's interesting because I think I am more of a texter, even though sometimes it does take me a long time to get back to them. Because I feel like when I'm writing, I can kind of get out what I want to say easier than when I'm speaking. Like, I don't know, or like in the best way that I make sense in my head. So maybe that's why I like writing and texting so much. But yeah, all of my close people, we don't text. They just call me or I attempt to call them.
I feel like if I can't call you, I'll try to audio message, but then like the problem is listening back to that audio message. It's like if there's someone else around, I can't concentrate. Like it's just not I'll end up like I think Apple started this thing where like you can now read your auto messages. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, my other close, you call me too, but like my other close friends, like they will not listen to an audio message. They're like, no, I don't know. I love audio messages. Me and poor Stephanie Gelati, we just will send like a 10-minute long message, and then a few days later we'll listen to it, and then a few days later we'll answer it, and like
We go back and forth like if we're gonna auto message or text. Like you could tell like who's busy and who's not because you'll auto message me and I'll text you back. And then like 3 hours later I'll auto message you.
sometimes it's because I'm lazy and I just don't feel like typing.
I don't know. I feel like you could
I
just
don't feel like
express
calling.
yourself more.
I don't feel like calling and I don't feel like typing, so I just audio message.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta text Peach. I forgot on Sunday we got busy and I never called her. Look at that. I'm failing.
Otherwise, if I don't write things down, I won't remember. An in is making a to-do list or writing things down when you think of them because that's not that was fine. Write that down, but that's definitely an in. Okay, so one of my fun ins recently that I've been doing, and when I tell people this, they like think that I am crazy, but I don't know. It's been like amazing. So when I walk outside, when I go for my walks outside, I love listening to a podcast or an audiobook, but I just like love listening to podcasts. I don't really ever listen to music on my walks. I don't know if that's weird. If I was running, I probably would listen to music because I wouldn't want to be doing it. So I'd need something to pump me up. But on my walks, I love listening to podcasts and audiobooks. So I got this walking pad, right? Like if you don't know what a walking pad, it's like the treadmill without,
Mhm.
it's just the bottom part. And so you just walk on it. And a lot of people walk and watch TV. I feel like my attention span is not there enough to like, I just keep thinking like, I like walking. It's weird. It's like my brain's fighting itself. I love walking, but also like I have so much other stuff I want to be doing and I can't focus and I don't know. So all of this to say, I set up my tripod and I used to use my before I got my Kindle, my iPad, and use the Kindle app. But I put my Kindle on the tripod that's in front of my walking pad, and I walk and I read. And I swear to you, 40 minutes will go by, and it'll feel like 15. Like I'm not joking. All of a sudden, I'm like, what time is it? And it'll be like 40 minutes later. And it's been like a game changer for my focus, staying on the walking pad and walking. And granted, I could go outside, but it's just like in Florida right now, it's either hot or rainy, or I have the kids here and I can't go on my long walk because they don't want to
Yeah.
go on a walk. So, anyway, that was one of my ins. Set up they have things they make for the Kindle too where you can like attach it. I happen to have a tripod, so I use that.
Works. Whatever works, works. I used to when I moved to Florida, I used to like go on two walks. I just was like probably this was during COVID, so it was like one was a walk, one was a run. And my walk in the morning, I would do like a podcast or like or a book, and then my afternoon run would be like music because it was like an actual run. So I get like what you mean, but like I also cannot. Okay, like it. I don't. It depends what I'm watching on TV, but like I'm literally scrolling while watching TV because I can't just like concentrate on the TV either.
I feel like I can concentrate and probably on TikTok more, probably because it's the short form videos. So
Mhm.
it's like boom, 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 which is meant to do, right? It's meant to like keep you on the app watching. But yeah, I feel like that holds my attention more. But reading, I don't know what it is. And I make the words bigger. You know what I really need is one of those clickers where you can click it and then turn.
Yes.
It doesn't bother me that much, but I do have to like reach up and just tap it really quick to go to the next page. So I'll eventually get one, but I just got my Kindle, so I'm a newbie, but I freaking love it.
I think this is the most I've like, okay, so when I use my, like one of my pumps, because I just hold them, like I'll watch a Disney movie, and that's like the most I've like actually concentrated on a Disney movie in like the longest time. I've gone through so many of them now. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I had like a Lindsay Lohan like stage like last week where I was just like watching Lindsay Lohan. Like I just need Lindsay Lohan videos.
Lindsay Lohan. I
She's so
haven't
good.
watched videos.
I don't know. So
Mm,
I would say one of my outs, or it could be in, out, I don't know, but is posting like, okay, so like I said, I was trying to get back into like vlogging, is posting my vlogs in like real time. Like I always felt like this pressure where like I had to like post my vlog the day of me making it. And I'm like 3 days behind on half my vlogs. And I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Like it's still gonna get up. It's, taking time to actually like focus on my content and like actually like have that fun editing and not feeling like it has to be up today because today is today. Like I think that's something like I don't know if that's an in or an out, but just I think too, like something I realize is I haven't been really focusing on Instagram or like Facebook and like I'm only focusing on TikTok. So I think it's taking time to like understand one platform and then using the next platform. Um I don't want to say this is an in, but using all the tools I have on the internet. So like really trying to get back into like using paid sounds. Like I used a paid sound the other day. I don't even know what video I used it on. I don't even think it got hits. And I got $16 from it, which is like nothing, but like, hey, that's like half a coffee order there. Right. I went on Amazon and I have like you can get like free samples through Amazon. And there was like one product I already own though, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video on that and try to get higher commission off that. So just really using the tools I have for content creating and getting
So
back to it.
unpaid sounds, because if I was watching this, I'd be like, paid sound.
So Paysound has been around for a really long time. I would say like since the beginning of the TikTok era, like 2020. But basically there's websites where you use a certain sound in your videos and then some are contests, some are like actually you just get paid if you use the sound. And so like the one that I got $16 from is like a contest one. And so I got it for like being most creative. So, and then like if you think about it though, they post like at least 5 to 8 sounds on some of their websites. So if you got all of them, right, you can make a good chunk in a week. You just have to be creative with it. And sometimes like I find like the more videos you make on a sound, the more likely you are to get paid out on that sound. There's an app though, SoundMe also. So I use Genie or was what I got paid off of, but there's another one called SoundMe and they like literally will be I had to turn off notifications because I was literally getting like a new notification every like hour that there was a new sound. And I haven't posted a sound on there in a while because like they've added like there's instructions for some of these videos, so like you have to do it a certain way. And there's just so many instructions on their videos where I'm just like, oh, my brain can't handle this right now.
Mind-boggling how many different ways there are to make money on the internet.
It's insane. I really like I want to explore other opportunities. I keep sending them to Jackie on her TikTok. I don't know if she's looked at any of them, but like there was this girl I was she was saying she was making thousands of dollars on Facebook and I was like so I did like research on what she was posting. I was like that's not bad. And then I was like I sent her about like a coloring like how to make a coloring book in Canva and sell it on Amazon. Like there's just so many ways. So I think that is my in is just concentrating more and being content like on what content I'm posting and not just like rushing through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I told Ashley, like, I was posting a lot on social media, like, beginning of the year, and then I just feel like I was posting to post, and, like, my time is worth a lot to me these days, and so if I'm gonna post something, I want it to feel meaningful and inspirational, and not everything has to be, like, the most inspirational thing ever, but I just want it to feel, like, meaningful and like I was taking my time for, like, a worthy cause, if that makes sense, and so I've just been really contemplating more. I have ideas. I'm gonna start posting again more because I kind of figured out like how I want to do it. I feel like for a long time I was like, I want to be inspiring on social media, but like I don't want to just be like posting all this stuff just to post. Like, how can I actually like help? I don't know, women like change their mindsets and like make themselves better and what we do in this podcast, but how do I do that in like a short form? It like I didn't really click and I kind of figured it out recently. And so anyway, exciting.
Yeah, and
Um,
I think too like, how to be inspiring, tell your story and just like you said, just kind of like your time is money and like really be mindful of what you're posting and like what you're doing.
And like not everything has to be the most inspiring thing. Like you love making vlogs, you love editing. Like that's worth your time because you like doing it, you know? So
And even though like literally the last like 4 vlogs I posted got like 20 views, it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Like I'm just gonna keep going and playing with different styles and playing with different things. I think too is like instead of just scrolling, is taking ideas like like oh that's a good idea. Okay, let me write that down. Right. I think too like I want to go back to having a content plan. In the last 2 months, I actually haven't made my vision board. I haven't had a content plan. Like I just been a newborn life, but like I need to get back to be myself. And I think that's an end too is like realizing like it's okay to like not like to take a break sometimes because you're soaking up whatever moment it is, but like that break has to end at some point because you're just gonna crumble otherwise.
yeah, there's seasons for everything. In newborn season, you definitely like I love that you're taking time to be able to just like soak it all in, but also eventually like you need to get back to Ashley and
Yeah.
like find Ashley again, but it's almost like a new version of you through each
Yeah.
season. And not just newborn, but like through each season, through everything that happens, you just like become a new version of yourself. But
Yeah. It's like a new schedule, right? Like, instead of just like waking up and having breakfast, I have to like wake up and pump and clean parts and like make sure the bottles are ready. Like there's just more different you're adding to the season, which I think is another in, right? Is just being more mindful of like what you have to get done so you have more time to do other things.
yeah. One of my, I feel like this is an in and out that kind of like relate together because for my, one of my ins, I wrote taking rest, not earning rest. So like giving it to myself rather than being like, okay, I'm going to go do this, this, and this, and then I'll earn it. Just giving it to myself. But also, the out would be putting my needs as a last priority, which I do all the time. I mean, I think we, like, a lot of people pleasers do that, but, or moms, because, we have kids and we have to like do stuff for them, but putting my needs last and making sure, or putting my needs first. The out would be putting my needs last, like putting myself first and making sure that things that I need to get done, like painting my toes. One of my toenails just didn't even have any paint on it. And I kept being like, oh, gotta go paint my toes. But I didn't ever do it. Like I just left it for weeks. And so today I was like, nope, today I'm taking time. I deserve it. I'm going to sit and take time for myself, just like something as small as that. So,
Yeah, not feeling guilty. I think that's an out too. Is not feeling guilty for your needs and your wants
yeah.
and finding a way to prioritize it and then not feeling guilty once you prioritize it.
Well, I loved this episode. I
Me
thought it was
too. I think it was fun. If you guys want a round two, let us know. If you have questions for us, what we think is in and out, we can definitely do that too as a round two. This was fun. I love these just like little fun conversations every fifth episode. Holy moly, 30th episode. I'm so proud of us, Jackie. Like, I think that's an in is not giving up on your passion, not giving up on something just because you're not seeing the results right away. Like, we're still seeing results. And I think that's what's amazing is we're seeing results in ourselves, which means we know we're seeing results in others.
when you're doing something that you're passionate about, you're going to do it regardless of the results. You're going to do it for the progress and the growth. And that's what we're doing here. So,
Exactly. We love you all. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you every Wednesday for one of these fun conversations. If you have anything you want us to talk about, or if you like this episode, comment, like, and share with a friend. If you want to be the first to know about these episodes or anything new and exciting, sign up for our email. We send a little email letting you know what's happening when it's happening. Eventually, like our email subscription will be more than it is. So stay tuned for everything we have planned. We're excited. Can't believe we're halfway through the year too. So we love you all.
love you.
Bye.
Thanks for spending time with us today and being part of our Hermit Haven community.
We hope you enjoyed our cozy chat and are inspired to embrace your inner hermit.
Remember, even in the quiet moments, you're never alone on this journey because we are truly all in this together.
So until next time, stay cozy, stay true to yourself, and keep spreading love wherever you go.
Bye for now.
We'll see you next time.